what's going on, people? What's going on? So I want to take it back to 2020. It was a really rough time in my life. I had a situation with a court case. I pressed charges against somebody, and I was stressing out over if they were going to retaliate to me, pursuing charges. That's it's like a no snitch policy in the black community. But 2020 was a really chaotic time in my life, mostly with not really with the pandemic, more of just the my situation with the assault and all that. But I remember what I was really stressed out about was just the lack of order. Everybody was pretty much sort of like, I don't know, I feel like cops were too scared to do their job. So people felt too, bold to just break the law. People were looting stores, rioting, and they weren't really doing much about it, especially in Philly. But I want to tell you a story that most of your black conservatives have never spoke about and will not talk about. And I like to call this the Black Charlie Kirk. So there was a man from Milwaukee. This is before I went to Milwaukee. He was known, and I remember this case like it was yesterday. He was known to have signs displayed outside of his house on the Bible, religion, and his love of Donald Trump. And he condemned unlike Charlie Kirk, he felt that it was unjust how George Floyd died. This man's name I thought it was Bernard Trammell, but it's Bernell Trammell. I believe it was Bernard Trammell, but he was a black man with his own publishing company in Milwaukee. He was known to debate people on politics, religion, and the president. And he would leave signs outside of his business, and it was really controversial. And one day, for no reason at all, someone shot him point blank. They shot this man, and to this day, the case remains unsolved. There is no outrage from Milwaukee, the black community, no bun. The case still remains unsolved, and none of your conservatives spoke about this case, but I want to just bring light to it. I remember it pretty well when it happened. Just ask yourself this question. Why didn't he get the same amount of attention like Charlie Kirk did when they both died for similar reasons?